And is anybody even there?
No.
Which would?
Well, Zabby and I.
I'm not even in there.
Well,
Otherwise-
yes, but
Which would?
I still feel like it's a little grainy, but I guess it's a little clearer, huh?
It could. With a little more light
No.
on your face, it'd probably be even clearer.
Yeah.
It could.
That's what I had to do. I had to readjust my. And then I took paper and hung it on the lamp to soften it because
Well,
it was very.
I did have a lamp over here just on the other side of my computer that kind of came down, and then I moved it over to my sewing table.
I need to sew. I went to talk to I wanted to go to my mom's on Friday to. Of course, I picked up my camera and now it's all wonky. And because she has her full sewing thing on, I can't. What did I do? And she. Earthquake in California!
You're getting seasick.
There's an earthquake in California! Hold on! Hold on to your computers! Sorry.
You gotta do like you're doing the Star Trek thing. It's like, whoa, whoa,
Oh no! Sorry about that. I should have just flipped it over.
And the ship is going that way. And it's going up. Whoa. We just did a Star Trek episode right there. That was the whole episode.
Oh, Captain, I cannot give her any more.
Warp
All
5.
the power.
Scotty.
That's all she's got. I cannot do it.
Ready? This is warp 1. This is warp 2. This is warp 3. This is warp 4. I have a book. Here's how much you shimmy when it's warp 4. Here's how much you shimmy when it's warp 5.
I need a good bra.
Shake the camera. Shake. You ready?
Good
Shake,
bra
ready?
for warp 5.
Oh.
Too much turbulence in space.
Yeah. Ooh.
Are you wearing a purple shirt, Phyllis?
I am.
You are. You look. Is it? Oh, it's a shiny. It's one of those shiny golf shirts.
Yes,
like
and it's stretchy. It's like
the stretchy
like
golf
rubber.
shirt thing.
It's like rubber.
Yeah.
It's really like a rubber band. I can shoot people in the face with this.
All you need is I feel like all you need is to like flip up the back collar and one of those big pimp hats with the
feather.
with the, you know what with like in the game where they have the pimp hats from
Yes.
with the animal print pimp hats
from the pimps.
Yeah.
Pimp hats from the pimps. Gladys
That's
Knight
the
and
new
Pimps,
quest. Beat up a
right?
pimp
Gladys Knight and the
take
Pimps.
his hat.
Gladys Knight and the Pimps. Nice.
Isn't that no? That's not it.
No, it's not it, but I'll accept it.
There you go. Could be Hydra and the Pimps. That's us. We're your pimps.
No.
No. Hey, there's 3 people watching now. It's all of us, right?
I am not even in, so it's not.
It says
Did
no,
you already
somebody else is watching. They can't hear us. Can they? Oh, they can't hear us.
You
Never mind. You can hear us.
They're getting the Gladys Knight and the Pimps, and then I just put in Twitter.
Pimps.
Did you?
I
Did you
tweeted
tweet
that
us?
we were going live shortly over at here. Join us.
Where do you get 3? I only see the 2 of us.
It says in the viewers watching now. So that could be like on the app. It's not in the chat room.
I see
What is
2.
it? Ask Mr. Robot.
I
No.
see a little, but I haven't refreshed it in a while, so it could be whatever.
Twitch.
2 viewers in the viewer list, but Twitch, the thing says watching now 3. So I don't know.
Oh, I
Well, thank you so much, Twitch people.
If anybody's really watching, thanks.
We appreciate you.
This is pretty much going to be the whole show. What we're doing right now, talking about Gladys Knight and the Pimps.
Yeah.
It's the last episode of the year. Did you read the intro before we?
Twist another. Is it Twist another blogcast on Twitch?
It is all one word.
Okay. I'm working my way there.
You're working your way back
Insert whatever name you want to use today.
Oh, now she read it. That's what I was giggling about. And I'm
gonna die fishing. So I'm gonna
I
quit
told you
paying
it's easy to
attention.
die fishing.
I'm gonna quit paying attention, and I'm in the middle of a bunch of
Bad bee.
basilisks.
That's the key part is you need to find places that you like in front of
that
the
you can't get
Saramar.
killed. Well, don't you have a pet?
Saramar thing is really good.
Don't you have a pet?
Well,
Yes.
yeah, but he's all passive unless you.
Well, turn him off passive and let him. If
I
he
have
starts
mine on
attacking, he'll start
assist,
attacking.
so if somebody
Yeah.
starts hitting me, he's not gonna do anything but
No, put
stand
him
there
on
and like
defense.
point and laugh.
Put him on defense. And then
Yes.
we'll attack them.
Then
if
I'll
they bother
forget,
you.
and next time I need him, he won't be assisting me, and I'll get pissed.
What's going on? Stop fighting.
What's
Put him on
wrong
attack.
with
He'll attack
you?
anything that gets near you. It'll be good. He'll pull everything. You can say.
Kick him! Kick him! Kick him!
Is everybody still working? You guys
What?
like froze, but you actually did freeze. You like stopped moving, both of you. You looked like you weren't moving. You're like
I wasn't moving because
you
I
both
was
were. You
watching
both were
myself.
like, and I'm looking at you like, did you guys stop? Are you frozen? Like nothing is moving.
That's
Like,
funny.
did I lose the connection? And then you started laughing. I'm
I
like,
was
okay,
reading.
you're still there. Yeah, you both, but you both at the same time went. And I'm like, what's going on? It's frozen up.
We're so
No.
in sync.
You were like mannequin.
We are.
My daughter laughs at me, and I was like, "I see you. I don't know what you're doing, but I see it.
See it?
I see whatever it is you're doing that you think you're getting away with."
That's what she says?
Yep. She
Oh.
thinks that she's getting away with it. Okay.
You
Okay.
can see my little revolving Christmas
Did
tree.
you said you had some stuff from other places that you wanted to put into this one,
Huh?
Stacy?
You know, we'll just talk about stuff. I have another notes.
Oh, Stacy's
in
specials notes. Okay.
Secret.
that just things that I've been writing down. Of course, I haven't done it for a little while, but there's
think
still
the
stuff in there
Dolphins
that we haven't
won.
talked about.
So excited. They beat the
Okay.
The Red Wings won.
They did. Woo.
Yes,
Go Red
they
Wings.
beat Anaheim.
Echo.
Oh, the
What's
Ducks.
the score of
Yep.
the Dolphins game?
I do like the Ducks. When Paige goes ice skating, when we do ice skating, she's been. They have a really.
Did
nice,
it tell
the
you
Ducks
what the score was?
It said they're
have
not
a-
playing right
Ducks
now.
have a really nice.
But
Oh.
earlier today they beat the Jets 34-13. And the next game
Wow.
they play is blah blah blah. Echo. What was the Red Wings
Echo?
score?
Oh,
6-4. 6-4. Wow.
I know.
You're playing the
I wish I
Hurricanes.
could have watched it. I haven't seen a game in a while.
6-4. That's like crazy scoring for hockey. That's like
That
three
is crazy
games.
That is-
scoring
That's
for
like three
hockey.
games
That's-
worth of scoring. For
that
the
is a lot of scoring.
game thing. It is. It's
There must have not been very many fights.
They had bad goals.
Exactly. There was less pushing and shoving going on
Yeah, they actually were smacking the puck around.
instead of each other.
Instead
What
of
was
each
that?
other, yeah. They were not
What's
smacking
wrong?
each other around. Something wrong?
Nothing. Sean's. The
I
child.
was going to say hi, Mr. Hydra.
Yeah, the child's still awake, and she should have been asleep an hour ago.
Zabby and I need to do Arcway. I wish they didn't make it mythic.
I have Arcway and Court of Stars.
I did Court
No.
of Stars a while ago, but
I have to do all of the Saramar places.
so did you do the party thing? You had to go to the party
no.
and figure out who.
No, I haven't gotten it yet. It must be after
Or
this.
is that in Court of Stars? Is that in Court of Stars you do that? Oh, I think it's in Court of Stars.
Oh.
Have you done Court of Stars, Hydra?
Yes.
Is that in the
It's
Court of
annoying.
Stars that you do the party and you have to figure out who done it and who's the spy?
Who done it?
Yeah, that's in the
You get to play Clue?
Right?
Yeah, it's inside the...
Yeah, you have to run around and find all the spies.
It's really...
Yeah, it's silly.
It's really irritating.
It was cool the first time. I've only done it once.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, ooh, cool. And then I could see how it could get annoying after a while.
He does have a viewer. Hi, Wookie.
We do. Hello.
We do.
Look, is it Lookie? It's Wookie.
Yep.
Wookie, it's Wookie.
We have one viewer. Hello. 3413. Yes. Woo! Very excited.
3413. What?
Well. The Dolphins game.
The Dolphins score.
They was the battle of the second string quarterbacks. The Dolphins won because the Dolphins' first string quarterback got injured last week, and I don't know when the Jets did, but it was the battle of the second string quarterbacks.
All right. Well, since we're here, should we start?
We should start. Yeah, we should start. Okay. I need to remember all the little things I need to push. Okay. Hydra, you ready?
No.
Then no, we should not start.
Okay.
The hatted ones are ready?
Now I'm ready.
You know that really big gap in there makes that
gap?
sentence really difficult for me. The sentence
Insert
you
whatever
wrote for
you
my
want
intro.
Yeah.
You can actually insert it if you wish.
Thank you.
Put it in there.
You can replace.
Let me do that.
Yeah,
I
edit it.
meant you to do that.
Edit
it was
it.
meant to
Edit
just
it.
actually put it in. I think.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, what if you change your mind though? Like, partway through?
Then I'll.
You're winging it.
We'll wing it.
I think I should put say your name. That would have been funny. And you say, and I'm say your name.
I would.
Yes,
I'm
you
just
would.
like that.
Except that half the times you don't read what I write. You read something else. You say something else. And I write that though. You would actually read that.
Yeah. See, that's what makes me,
That was, you're
what's
unpredictable.
it? Unpredictable. That's the word.
Spontaneous. Okay.
Hi, my name is Kitty. I'm listening to
Do you have a
Hydra
Christmas one? We should have a Christmas one.
and
Or a
Zabina and
Hanukkah mess.
we're at Costco still. So have a great time, everyone. Bye.
This year it's all happening at the same time, so
I know.
it's Hanukkah mess.
It's really
you didn't even
awful.
hear it.
I told.
Hi,
didn't
my
hear it.
name is Kitty. I'm listening to
See, the
Hydra.
problem with what she said is that it doesn't necessarily sound like kitty. It sounds like something different.
Hi, my name is Kitty.
Are you saying that my daughter's saying titty?
That's what it sounds like. I know she's not, but it sounds like it.
Hi, my name is Kitty. I'm listening to
Now that I said it right, now you hear it every time. Every time you're gonna hear titty, not kitty. Every time.
That's because your brain is in the wrong place.
wrong.
No, it wasn't
It's
at
wrong.
all. I just was playing. I'm like, what did she say? Your name is what?
Hi, my name is Kitty. I'm listening to Hydra, Funless, and Zabina, and
You told her that,
we're
right? You said-
at Costco still. So have a great time, everyone.
Did you mouth
That's so
Zabina
cute.
to her? Did you mouth Zabina to
Yeah,
her?
I had
while she was
had to
laughing?
cut it out where she lost. She struggled with just
You cut it.
Fimless, and then I
Meth?
had to edit myself out.
You should have her say kitty again, just so you can get the... Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna start. Now
Excuse
we are
me.
ready, maybe. Here we go. Starting in 5.
Hi, this is Amber Miss from Tastes Like Battle Chicken, and you're listening to the Twisted Nether blogcast.
Welcome to the Twisted Nether blogcast, your home for the voices and faces of the world of Warcraft. With your hosts, Bimless, Hydra, and Zabina. Time to get twisted.
Hooray!
Hello and welcome. I'm Hydra.
I'm Fimless.
And I'm Zabina, and this is episode 272 of the Twisted Nether blogcast.
And this is the last show of 2016.
Yes. So in order to properly send this year off with something somewhat similar to a bang or a whimper or whatever.
We're just going to hang out and yap at you this week, which is
Woo!
really not a whole lot different than
Every other
our other week. Every other week.
every other week, right? Every other no, it's every other week.
Every other week.
Every other
Yes.
every other week. Yes. Every other
Yes.
week. Whatever. Yes. Which we kind of do that also when it's the normal every other week or the other every other week. But other people also come on and zap at them also. It's not just us.
No.
Yes.
Something somewhat similar. Yes. So, hello. Hi guys,
Hi.
how you
Who's
doing?
Good.
That's the same question. We all answer at the same time.
Exactly the same time. We're on
Doing
television.
great.
Yay.
Is everyone well and healthy? There's a lot of stuff going around.
Yes.
No.
For the most
Yes?
part.
For the most part.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Other than what we were talking about earlier, which
Yeah,
is not
Actually, I haven't
necessarily
caught
like
anything.
viral, bacterial disease.
Yeah.
Just
My daughter fell asleep after her Christmas party yesterday at school, and
Oh my.
then proceeded to fall asleep in the car. And then when I got her home around dinner time, I was like, "Honey, are you okay?" And she's like looked at me, and I'm like, "Oh no, you're not okay." And then took her fever, and she was at 103. So
Aw.
yeah, and
That's a
poor
lot.
little thing. It is a lot, especially for.
Yes.
And then then she
Well,
decided
we
she had to
thankfully
curl up.
live in the more temperate climates. So right now,
What-
the things
what do you
going
mean?
around are not
Me too.
going around as much. Although you get
I don't know what
colder
you
and
had today,
windier.
Hydra, but we had 83 degrees.
You did? No, we had
Yeah.
it was
We did.
we had the high 60s, but this morning
That'd be nice.
I did something really, really silly. It was really silly. So I have a 10K coming up in January. So I was like, okay, so I'm going to wake up this morning. The girl is asleep. I'm going to take off and go do a long run, go out and for 2 hours. It was under 40 degrees this morning, and I'm like, I should have brought gloves. Because I'm used to it being, it's California, it's, Florida.
Right.
You don't think gloves. And I'm like, people out there with their dogs, they have they're wrapped up, and I'm like, oh, you guys do this every day. You have
Yes.
their scarves and their gloves and I'm here with I like 2 layers on, but still, I was like,
I
I'm
actually
pulling
used
my
the heater
long
on my
sleeve.
steering wheel the other morning. It was cool.
Wow, fancy. Is your
Only for
seats
a couple
also?
minutes. I do have the seats too, so I turn the seat heater on I do both for a couple minutes. It's not the whole way because it'll get too hot.
It's just to be not cold.
It's just to start the warming process, and then once I start going, it's kind of warm because the air also warms everything up. So
Yeah.
and then I get warm, and then I have to turn the air way the temperature that it sets to way down because it doesn't blow cold air
And this
if
is
it's cold
totally
outside.
us not being prepared for
This
cold
is
weather.
warm,
My
hashtag warm weather problems or temperate
Yeah.
zone
warm weather
Yeah.
problems. I know.
Right.
My
First
my
world
sister-in-law's
temperate
probably
zone
going,
problems.
it's -10 here. What are you
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about? In
Well,
Minnesota.
I'm gonna be in the cold next week. So I'm prepared. I think we got
That's good.
winter clothes to bring with us. What we determined as winter clothes, we'll see. I mean, we lived in a northern climate for a while, so we do kind of know how to deal with this stuff, but it's been a long time.
No, I had to learn what base layers were a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And that's what I have one set of that's it. One good set of base layers, and that's
You have to do wash a lot.
yeah. Well, it's we'll do a weekend trip. It's fine for a weekend or whatever. It's not,
Yeah, we're gonna be going for a while, so we're gonna get used to the cold and then come back and it'll be hot.
nice.
We're I'm dying. It's 80 degrees.
I know.
I'm hoping we have at least a little bit of a winter this year. It gets chilly. We had a few days
so
that was chillier, but not.
Yes.
It's been
kind of cool in the morning, but other than that.
Yeah, it's been 72 to 68 so far the last 3 weeks, and it's been very nice compared to prior
Yeah.
prior years, it actually feels like it could be a winter
Yeah.
in Southern
Well,
California, as
a couple
opposed to like last
BlizzCons
year
when
where
it was
like
chilly out. Yeah.
yeah, but at night
Yeah.
during the
That's true.
day it was
During the
still
day it was still
warm.
warmish. Well, the nice thing about with your weather is that during the day, without the humidity, it doesn't actually stay very hot very long.
No, it
So
doesn't.
as soon as the sun's not on you, it's cool. So if you go in the shade, it's like, whoa, it's cold. Because
Yes,
it's the sun that's making you warm. That's it. There's nothing else keeping
Yes.
you warm.
this is true.
Yeah.
This is
So
true.
if you're in the
Warm
sun,
weather problems.
yes.
I was wearing it like
Should be
before
a
we
Weird
put on
Al
the
song.
show. You know, I was like, "Oh, I'm cold. I should put a long sleeve on." You know,
I have a long sleeve shirt for a couple of
like
them. I
a
think.
long sleeve shirt.
Yeah, no, I have a couple of them now. I actually had a couple because I lived in Pittsburgh. I went to school in Pittsburgh, so I had a lot of long sleeve shirts then. Although I don't think many of those will fit me. Still, they might be a little big.
I was
They'll be
gonna say.
big. No, they'll be big because I was
Oh,
much
okay.
bigger then. And then lived in Boston for 7 years, so pretty used to the cold there. So a lot of stuff. But the question is whether they're actually in any like good shape or not. Not.
No, that's true.
Yeah. So. World of
What are you
Warcraft.
doing now? Yeah.
I can start, I guess. I have. I just got to hit 410s. So
410s,
110.
410s.
Level.
4 max level characters.
4 max level tunes.
There
Unlocked
you
world
go.
quests and all. I've got my hunter, of course. My demon hunter. Crazy, melee. A rogue. Whoa. And we just finished Zabby and I finished our little tunes we were working on, and I got my druid to max
Oh,
level.
nice.
So Kitty Jump is at max level now. And I have a mage that's like 101 or 102. That's pretty much it. The rest are just at 100. Lots of work to do. What about you guys?
Hydra got her second legendary,
Oh, I got a legendary
and
the other night.
oh, congratulations! It was actually a good one because I
Yes,
don't know
it
about
was
the
the-
second one that I got.
It is the Hunter Ring.
Oh,
That's
nice.
4
Rings are
Beastmaster,
always good because
basically.
even if it's, yeah,
Because it was the one that gives my pets all the passives from all the other pet specs. So my pet is a tank and a cunning and a
oh, it's like an
ferocious.
all-in-one.
Yeah. So it gives them all the passives, so has more health and everything. So that's pretty cool, and it increases damage by 10% on the pet. So it's perfect.
Nice.
That is the Beastmaster ring. So. Sorry, go ahead. You had 2 legendaries. So did you have to
No,
get the
no,
last
don't apologize.
thing? Did you get the last?
I had already had it.
talent. Oh, you got it. Wow.
Well, I already had it because it was one of those things. If I didn't get it like when it was available, I would forget that I needed to go get it, and then
And you would not put it on, and you put it on, and it would fail.
yeah, and so I had gotten it a while back ago. At least in my order haul, just spent the 15,000 points to
That's
go
a
do
lot.
that. Yeah,
That's a lot.
And but I'm already back up to 12,000. So it was
You
annoying.
do order hall resources like you do gold, don't you? You just do whatever you can to get as much as possible, right?
But it's not as easy. It's annoying. My
it is annoying.
my husband has gotten his last one, and then he's been searching for them. Like he'll go and do the dailies. Like if the daily's convenient, to me the dailies have to be close enough to the flight path. Like if I have to travel 3 minutes to get to it,
Yes.
I'm probably not going to do that daily. So
Well, and I look at what the dailies are. Like if it's the ones where you have to go to the coast and like kill 1,000 of the stupid bird things. That's the pain
The
in the
raptor
butt. I
thingies?
don't want to have any interest in those. Like they just added
only-
those, and they're annoying. I'm like, why would you
well,
add
the
ones
only
like
reason
that?
why you would want to do that is to get. Do you know that there's a pet that's associated
Yes.
with those?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
So I'm missing one of those because for some reason it wasn't spawning for me, which was really annoying.
Yeah,
so I'll
I've
have
seen
to
all
wait
of
for it to
those,
come
and
around.
I've done a few of them, and I'm like, these are so annoying.
Yeah.
I just have no
Because
interest in
that's,
that.
again, it's not near the flight path, so I'm
No,
probably
not
not
at
likely
all.
going to go do it.
Not anywhere
It's not
near
even
at all.
close.
It's
So
actually
I'll go
difficult to get to.
very. And so I'll go do those only. I did them once, maybe twice. Like the first time I didn't know that there was a pet, and then the second time I went and grabbed a pet. But otherwise, no, I agree. They're annoying. They're irritating.
Yeah.
Unless their artifact power is outstanding, but at the same time, I'm
Yes.
like, I just opened my last artifact. Now I'm on my last artifact power spot,
You're
and now I'm on
yeah.
my increased damage by 5% last one, which
You
is
use your last
1,635,200 artifact power.
That sounds like a lot.
It sure does.
Yeah, I look at it this way. I usually look at things as percentages, so I don't even look like, that's 1 million or whatever.
Yeah.
Right now.
Because in reality, if
Or-
your artifact power or artifact knowledge is high
But-
enough, it kind of evens
yeah.
out. What I love is, so like when you first go find treasures, right? You get a thing that gives you 10 artifact
Yes.
power, right? That 10 is now like coming up as like 1,700 for me.
Yes, exactly. No, and
Because of
that's the only
and that's on my
life-saving.
demon hunter, which is way lower than my hunter. So that's why we were talking. I don't know I think I was just talking to Zabby that it almost makes sense, and I don't know really if it does or not, to save those for like later in the game when it's harder to get order resources. Like you have to do the dailies and the world quests and all that to get the order resources. Save those, because then you can just run around and pick them up and get some...
Save what? The treasure chests?
Yeah, because you get order
Yeah.
resources from them too. It's not just
Yes.
the artifact power. You get like 49 order hall resources from
Right.
like, each of the chests. So if you went around and opened up all the chests, you can get a lot of order hall resources from all those. So I was actually somewhere on my demon hunter in Suramar that I hadn't been to.
Yeah, but you
area
don't.
with-
But that I
the
didn't think
Hydra-
that
not the
increased.
No, that doesn't.
Did that? No,
no,
just
that
the
doesn't increase. But
the artifact
it
power
makes
does.
sense when you can't get the order hall resources as easily later, when you have to
Oh,
kind
I
of do
get it.
the world quest, because you get order hall
Well,
resources.
see,
kinda
I got
doing
the
stuff
impression
and
that
level up.
by the time you get to 110 and you're doing the world quests, you're getting a lot of order hall resources that way. You need them at the beginning out of those chests to get built up and get moving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of.
maybe.
I think a balance of it.
Yeah.
I picked them up when I came across them. I didn't like search
Yeah,
for
I always
them.
did.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
an add-on that shows me where they all are, so I just go.
Oh, okay. See,
I didn't. I like being surprised unless I was
I-
following
Yeah.
him and he's going, oh,
And then I
look,
go,
there's a
there's
chest over
there's a
here.
chest over here. I'm like, oh, there's a chest over there.
I'm like,
There's a chest
oh,
over here.
okay.
we
Well, I was
call them
just
purple
in,
boxes around here.
Yeah,
It's like
I
purple.
was in a part
Yes.
of the part of Suramar when you're up in there's like a bunch of bridges and you're up in the hills and there are harpies and dead
Yes.
things, of course.
Yes.
And one of the quests today,
The
world quest today
Crimson
was
Thicket area or something.
No, it was like north of that.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a place you have to like do the altars today. They had like touched 10 altars to get order hall resources today. So I did that one, and I hadn't been there before, I guess, because there was
Telenor.
a ton of there was a ton of the chests around, things to pick up, and one of the things that adds mana, the arcane, the ancient mana store, like you can get 100 more maximum. So I found one of those. I'm like, I have not been here. Then I realized that there was a portal there to your base, and not to Orhall, but the other base, whatever it's called. And
Yes.
I guess I had never gotten
There
it
is a portal
on
up there.
Finless. I guess I had never gotten on Finless, because as soon as I got it, I got the achievement of 9 of 9 for the portal.
Oh,
So I guess I had
wow.
never gotten it on Finless because it counted that, because I don't have all of them on the Demon Hunter, definitely. So
Right.
I guess I had locked the unless that was the last one I needed for him, and I just didn't realize that I had gotten the 9 on Finless too. But I didn't remember there was a portal there, so I was like, oh, I should do the portal. But guess what happened when I clicked on the portal thing? Because it gives you a quest, right?
You portal someplace?
No, I clicked on the little the seed before it turns into the portal. You click on it, then you give it the 100 ancient mana, and then it turns into the portal.
Yes.
I clicked on it, and WoW informed me that I had too many quests in my quest log to accept the quest that you just turn in right away. It's like, really?
I had the problem last night.
How did you have to make that a quest? It was like, damn it. So I dropped something and did it anyway. But yeah, I was like, oh, cool. I need this one because it was very difficult to get there without having the portal. So now if I get that quest, it's going to be real easy. That world quest is not hard if you have that portal. So, so have you been doing a lot of world quests, Hydra, or it's just mainly when you get ones that are like nearby flight points? Do you try to do all the 4s?
Yeah, I'm doing the 4s. I've been doing attack power. No, artifact power when it's close to the portals. I do get dragged, and I feel sad that I say this, but it's the truth. When my husband drags me, and some guildies drag me to go do the artifact power, but I keep telling him, don't wait for me, I'll catch up, and then I'm like fishing or doing something completely different. Yeah, go do that. And so there'll be, like, I call those like the overachieving nights, but that might happen once a week, if at all.
Yeah.
But usually what I found that I do is I have World Quest seems to be a really good lunchtime activity, because what I'll do is I'll come to my computer. I get home from, like, I have a split shift, so in the morning I teach, and then in the afternoon I teach. So I'll get home around 11 o'clock, and so I'll come do some stuff, work on the computer, and then I'll like stop working on the computer and play on the computer, and then eat at the same time, and be able to take my bite of my sandwich and go do a world quest. And so that's when I've been able to get. So if I get a chance, world quests are done during then.
I want to be able to do world quests on my app on the phone. I want to be like
yeah, I mean, other than the fact that you have the 1 day long order hall missions, whatever they want to call them. But raiding's still 3 nights a week if I'm not passed out, sick, or tired. And we're
sick and tired of raiding.
Hold that thought. No, it's getting to the point where it's like, I could have done without Trial of Valor. I'd almost rather had just kept going on Emerald Dream or Emerald Nightmare, whatever it's called, Emerald Nightmare. Because there are nights that we actually have 20 people on, and we probably would have been doing the Mythic version and trying to work on that. But because there's the new stuff, and with Helia, before they did all the nerfs, we were able to get Helia down, and then they did the nerfs, and now it's like Helia is easy.
We did it one time on regular, got Helia down. Unfortunately, Zabby wasn't there that time.
I wasn't there. No.
We did Emerald Nightmare twice.
I was at the meetup that night.
In Heroic. I think we did Emerald Nightmare twice in Heroic. Zabby missed the last one. Were you there for the first one?
Yes, because I've gotten one essence for Heroic.
Okay.
So
I've turned
Heroic done twice.
Yeah, we've done the Heroic. I've gotten to turn in my Cenarius, turn his quests in, but
I still need one more from regular.
See, I finally was able. I was behind getting the 30. I know for those people who have gotten there's one quest that you have to pick up 30 things from Emerald Nightmare, and I was behind because I didn't realize that you had to get that quest. So I was sitting on the quest to do one of the mythics, the prior format, and I was like, oh, I have to go do this quest, and they're like, you haven't done that yet? And I was getting yelled at, and I'm like, okay. And then I was like, everybody's like, well, we're at 25 and I'm on 0 because I had to turn it in. And so I'm like, this last week I finally caught up to the 30, and now going forward, but I don't even know. It's like there's all these. I don't know. I was always I don't like the fact that they keep gating all of these large quest lines by mythics. I know that they're they want to try to make it easier for people or whatever, but it just doesn't feel, I don't know, it just doesn't make me happy that I read a quest and it suddenly says you have to do it on Mythic, because if it's not for, I'm not one to like start a group. I'm one to like, oh, you have a group and you're still looking for a DPS. I'll join you. Oh, we need another DPS. Okay, I'll go help us find another DPS. Yep. But not necessarily I'm going to start a group for it.
Right.
So, so it's kind of frustrating because that's the reason why, like, prior to getting the 30 things, I just sit on the quest, because I'm like, oh, if no one's doing it right now, I'm not going to go out on my way to do it, because there's other things to do.
I haven't even done Arcway because it's Mythic.
To get into Kara?
Yeah, I just got there.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done Arcway, period. And we have 3 more of the 4 Kara ones to do.
2.
I have 3 more Kara ones to do. But those are, I mean...
Don't we just have the uncover, that get the fragments?
Yeah, well, it's one quest, but we have to...
Yes.
We did one of them. We have 3 more.
No, we only have 2 more. There is only 3.
Only 3? Oh, is there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, whatever it is. So we have to do whatever it is. We did 1. We did Moth, right? Or something?
I don't remember.
No. We did the... Which one did we do? Oh, no, we did Blackrock Hold. Not Blackrock Hold. Whatever it's called. The one with the Raven guy.
Black Rook?
Black Rook. That's the name. It was close. Brock, Rook. I feel like Hydra.
Yeah.
There's a Black Rock somewhere in the game.
I know.
It's okay.
I'm like, wait, that's not right. It's Black Rook. We did Black Rook.
It's Black Rook,
We asked someone, we're like, help us, we need to do the Kara, and we haven't done any of the quests. So, yeah, we have a couple more to do of those. And then...
Me too.
I got the Arcway quests, but I have not. I agree. I think that there shouldn't be Mythic in gating. Like, because you can't just... Like, if, say, you're someone who doesn't have friends, you have to...
Well, I mean, I know the argument is...
But
the argument I have heard, which I understand the argument, I don't know if I agree with the argument, is the fact that if you can't get a group together to be able to do Mythics, you're probably not going to be able to get an effective group together to do Kara.
I agree, but
I'm
not talking necessarily about Kara. I'm talking about
that's what
Arcway.
I'm saying. There's all these other quests that are just like, Saramar quests that are just like, this is, to do more Saramar stuff, and it's like, it's not just to do Archway. It's like, no, you have to do the heroic version of Arcway, or mythic version of Arcway.
Yes.
It's not. It's so you're stuck.
Well, there's only mythic of Arcway and Court of Stars.
That's right.
Kara, and I think that was one of the things they were talking about.
It's only mythic, or is it only heroic?
Mythic. There's only mythic for Arcway and Court of Stars.
Okay.
They were talking about adding heroic versions.
That's right.
In the mini patch. Or the small patch, whatever they were the talk. If it's TikTok, this is talk, I guess. So I think that's what they were talking about, and I mean, they should not have that be in the way of your going through, and that they're adding a heroic for Karazhan and splitting it. It's right, they're going to split it in half for the heroic.
Yes,
non-mythic version. They're going to have 2 halves, which I like. So it's kind of like LFR of a raid that has like the 4 different LFRs, right? Or 3 different LFRs for one raid. They'll have 2 different Kara dungeons.
Yeah, like a Kara A and a Kara B, or a Kara lower and Kara upper, so whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's good.
That is good. I've run Kara all the way through, and I will tell you, there is... first of all, that place has always gotten me lost. It's not surprising.
That's not surprising.
I don't know. No, I don't know my way through. I don't understand it. There's like corridors that you could go down and it's dead ends and they're constant, and then it's like and it's not even short ones. It's not like you go into a room and you have to turn around. It's like, no, they're corridors. And
it's amazing.
So I do get lost in there quite frequently. But
I always got lost up the stairs in the middle section where Shade was.
yeah,
Shade of
well,
Iran.
yeah,
Then
totally
I
recall
was.
that.
With the
Then I would
candlestick
get totally turned around. Yes.
in the library.
So I'm glad that they're separating it in two. I do have to say that the second half of it is, which is what they redid, like the new chess event. I don't like the new chess event all that much. In the fact that it feels like just any other boss fight. I know that there's some trickiness things, like it's like, no, don't stand on the glowing boxes. It's like, really? Like, I feel like before you had to, do a modified chess game, and
Yeah.
and I was hoping, not that I wanted that back, because we had that. I don't want that back, but I did want something where it felt
checkers.
more like chess, not like, oh, it's more
Gimme.
stuff,
You take over a checker and you. Yeah.
or even sliding pieces around or something, because it was at this point it was like, oh, it's more glowing boxes on the floor. Okay, stay out of it. Well, how, like, that's every boss fight, right? You get, instead of getting a round puddle on the floor,
in the circle,
you're getting
or get out of the circle. One of the two.
Yeah, and it was just, and I was like, really? Like, and so instead of circles, it's like boxes, and so you have to stay out of those. Okay, and then you have to DPS.
I think they're having
was
issues, I think, with coming up with new mechanics for boss fights.
Well, that's okay. I mean, I was okay with that, but I was just like, the chess event was something that you really had to figure out, and especially soloing the chess event. Like, a lot of us have soloed it, right? So it's been out for almost a decade, right? So you've soloed it. So you had to figure that out. So now we go to a chess event, and now it's just a typical boss fight. It was a little disappointing. I mean, aesthetically, it's beautiful. I really love it. There's like this weird. After it, you go up to through this another hallway that gets twisty turning. It's very Alice. It's Alice. No, actually, it's very the new part's very linear. It's very Alice in the Looking Glass, where it's like you fall down into everything gets big, and you're teeny tiny. And I'm already teeny tiny because I'm a gnome. But everybody's teeny tiny with me. So there's like this big giant mana worm that you have to defeat, and I hate the place. I hate the place because of that fight. I don't know what it is about the mechanic, but I think it's because it's just, there's like a delayed reaction between when you get the debuff and then you have to cleanse the debuff, and then it's a delay. And I keep killing myself. And which is not unnormal for a warlock to kill themselves, because we cut ourselves for speed, but it frustrates my poor healers. I don't understand it. I mean, I understand it because I could repeat, like when we're in a group, I repeat, this is what I'm supposed to do, and everybody's like, yes, Hydra, that's exactly what you're supposed to do, and then I go and execute it on it, and I still feel like I'm missing something. So it's very odd. But overall, it's beautiful. I love the books and the flying books and and then once I get past that boss and, go play with like the chess, which is, fine. And then the last boss is interesting because he's multiple platforms and that type of thing. Or I don't even know if it's a him or her. But I kind of miss, our big giant red, what his name is, the red guy at the end of Kara. Prince, yeah.
No,
I kind of miss him. Totally, this is not a princely character that we are defeating at the end of this, and I'm sure I'm supposed to know some lore thing about why he's there, but the platforms are interesting, and that's a lot of fun.
Cool.
I still the knockback, though, going off of, it's a platform fight, and then having him knockback to throw you off, does not make me happy, but hilarity ensues. So,
I'm sure.
But it's fun in a good group, but then if you are not it's not something that you can't not pay attention to. There's so much going on.
Wookie says Malkazar. Prince Malkazar.
Malkazar. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wookie's our red shirt for tonight.
Yes.
It's
The
official.
thing with the that. So
yeah,
I get
that's
yeah.
all, we always do that. We don't know actual words and names for anything.
I
Do
could
not
yeah.
expect. Anybody
No.
listening to having
Just-
listened to
just
the show for any length of time
knows that.
knows we don't actually.
It's
know
just
what
like the
we're talking
gigantic
about.
man worm. I'm sure he has a very, very nice name,
His
and
name
but
is Malkazar.
he's
Very
a
nice
gigantic.
name.
He's
Somebody
sure, but
probably
he's
took
still
a long time coming up with the name of that man.
yeah, and he's just a gigantic.
I don't know about that.
I reduced him to a gigantic man worm because that's what he is.
There you
Call
go.
him
So-
Jai Manwar.
So, you know
What
what
have you
I
been doing,
did
Zabby?
today? I,
Fished.
yes, well, I'm fishing right now, which is why I keep looking away.
I can tell. If
I
it
know.
looks like Zabby is locked up, it's not. If you're watching the video, it's actually that she's just staring at her computer so intently that
Like
she
I am,
can't
like I was
see.
all last
Yeah,
week.
So it's like,
Because you can now die from fishing because there's things in the water
oh, and
with
I
you.
want to mention
around
that
the water.
Zabby looks much clearer today because
Yes.
she got herself a Christmas present, early
I
Christmas
did.
present.
This was my
It is
Christmas
not the
present
hat.
to myself. No.
No, it
Not
is
the hat.
the camera that we are seeing her
Yeah.
through. It is much more clear and it looks just like Hydra's view because it is the same camera. Oh. I am the only one. I am the
So-
one that's different. That I have a different camera.
But you were the one who recommended. Oh, you just have the older
Yeah,
model,
because I
does
have
it?
an old. No, I have a completely different thing. I looked up when you were looking for one. I looked up it to figure out what you should get.
Oh,
I have a Logitech that has like it can move.
Mine
So
can
it's a little
move.
stock, and yeah, when you move it, right?
No,
Well,
you
if you
can
zoomed
set
in.
it to follow you, and it will.
If you're zoomed in,
It
it'll follow
does.
you
I don't
from-
think it physically. I think the
Yeah,
lens.
mine is
inside
a little
moves.
ball, and the thing just moves around. It's pretty cool.
But it will follow you. So,
new cameras. New cameras good.
Yeah.
so yes, I've been
So,
trying to
sorry,
get
go
caught
ahead.
up
What
on
did you
my
do today?
Suramar stuff. Finally, get it.
Yes.
Try and get it wrapped out if at all possible. And I've
You
made
can
it
never
to
get it
Arcway
right.
and Court of Stars, as we were mentioning earlier, which is
Yeah.
cool. So I'm only two sections of the achievement out now for wrapping up the
First part of the flying?
Samaritan.
Good Sir American.
Thank you. I knew there was an extra R in there, and I wasn't going to get it right.
Sir American.
Thank you.
For the flying.
I
Yeah, that's
also
all I have
found
left, I
out.
think, for the first half of the flying.
Oh, cool.
It's good Sir American.
It's called Good Samaritan.
Sir American.
Suramaritan is the achievement for the getting Suramar done.
Suramar,
Oh, I probably have it. Yes.
probably.
So I finally went and got my last artifact weapon. Because I've been
Ooh,
waiting and waiting and
congratulations.
waiting and waiting. So I have something to share, which is you do not have to be in the spec in which you're getting the artifact weapon for
No,
to get it.
you do not.
I
And
went
that
in
is
on
the
my
trick.
destruction and blew everything up because
Yes.
I suck
Which
at
one was it that
affliction
you were-
and I was getting really frustrated with it.
However,
Oh, yeah.
that is the case in a few. However, if you are a druid and you are going to do the one for the healing, you have to be able to heal. You will fail
There
if
you
you
go.
can't heal well.
That's
and in
funny.
any other spec but healer, you can't
There
heal
you
well.
go. So apparently
do
there are
not
some
try
exceptions
that.
to that rule.
I
But
would
as a
think
warlock,
specs that are different,
I can just go
roll.
blow everything up.
Yes, different roll. If you're all DPS, yes, I did that on my
Yes.
something. I did it on. What did I do that on? I don't remember. I did that on one of the ones that I did multiples, and I'm like, I cannot do this. I have to switch back to the other spec, and then I did on the spec, and it was
Yes.
perfect. And it was easy. So maybe my
Yes.
hunter. I don't remember.
So finished that up today, which was pretty awesome. So that's basically where I'm at. We're raiding. I missed the Helia takedown the other night because my WoW meetup group was having a Christmas
That sounds much more fun.
dinner. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
I would probably
it was
rather-
very loud and obnoxious in the middle of a crowded restaurant full of people, but you know, bunch of WoW players. What
That's the
else
part
are
that
you
makes it
going
fun.
to be?
That's what.
One of those people was Kaylee Nerdy Char from Hotscast, and
Nice.
her husband, Root and Freck from Hearthcast.
Nice.
Lots of cats.
Cuddles.
Nothing like
Star Trek.
From what is Cuddles?
Game
I'm
Case.
sorry, Cuddles. I don't remember the name of your show.
Game Case.
Thank you. Yes.
He
So
streams
it was
on Game Case.
a lot of podcasters.
Yeah, you get too many podcasters in a room, and there's no more sound available for anything else.
For anything else, right?
Yeah,
Right. It was a lot of fun.
there's no point in having background music or anything. It's just
Right. So that's really what I've been doing. As Finn mentioned, we got our other tunes up to 110. So now that makes 2 for me. I have my DK is at 109. So she's almost there.
Awesome.
And then my Demon Hunter is sitting at 101. So I think
Nice.
I'm
Demon
going
Hunter
to play
is
her.
still
so
haven't.
fun.
I haven't gotten a second tune to 110 yet. I just have not.
That's why
There
you're
is
so
a
much
lot
farther
to
ahead
do.
on your main.
Yeah,
than-
well, because I haven't spent any time on that, and because every time I do, it's like all I wish is I can do artifact research. Like, it's disconcerting when, like, on Hydra, I have a world quest and it's like 23,000 for like the basic, or even some 47,000 or 33,000, 53,000, and then I go on the Druid and it's like, not that you're doing world quests at the lower level, obviously
Yeah,
at the
10.
lower levels, but you get or 100. It's like, oh.
Yeah, that's why I feel
That's-
my Druid.
I'm like so significantly different, and it's like, well, I don't feel like, at least if I felt like if I could do the research notes, like
Yeah.
maybe once a level or something like that.
Well, I think that's what
or
they're talking about.
every
at least
three-
for when you hit 110, right? They're going to make that.
Well,
shorter.
but you have to still hit 110,
Yeah.
and this is my daughter's. She's actually enjoying questing with her, so I'm trying not to do a whole bunch of stuff.
Well,
and that is
for
really-
my Druid, I quested. I leveled with the Moonkin spec. So I was
Mm.
trying very hard to remember not to apply.
It
my
was very-
artifact power.
It
to
was
my Moonkin
very funny because he would do it and then, ah!
No,
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Dang it!
But then
because you're
once I'd
trying to
done
heal
enough-
on her.
Yeah, it was at some point. She's
Well,
not
there were a
even
couple
healer,
of
but I didn't
times
wanna
where he
level
would
as
pick up
healer.
something and I would be like, don't use it.
Yeah, but then when I got to a certain point of applying it on the healing spec, it was like too much. Like it's 8,000 now, right? So the 10 and the 20s are like not even a blip. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use that on the Moonkin. So now the little ones get applied to the Moonkin spec, and the big ones go to the other spec. So that I do have something in the Moonkin spec, so I can actually feel like I can catch up a little bit.
Get something done.
Yeah. I mean, it is way better in terms of damage, obviously, on the Moonkin spec. So
Yeah, there you go.
But
Because I've
I'd
been
like to try more
dividing
of
my
the-
2 specs on my warrior,
Yeah.
and I don't know
Maybe
if that's really a good thing to do.
make them even. Yeah, it's hard.
I've been putting a little bit more in the prot side, but
Well, I mean, the reason why I wanted to do the healing is that it's a different spec. Like I have 3 DPS at 110, and 1 that is whatever. And seems silly to me to make it another DPS. You know, we've been having issues sometimes with having enough healers show up to raid, so we've still been able to get through stuff, but we've not done certain things. Like we went to the Valor one instead of doing Heroic Emerald Nightmare one week because of the fact we didn't have enough healers. And it was
Right.
okay to do regular Valor with 3 healers, while Heroic Emerald Nightmare you need the 4. So Yeah, we actually, for the final kill this last week of Xavius in Heroic, we actually had to kick 2 people out of the raid who were not doing enough DPS.
Mm.
So it was kind of...
That's always a bummer.
Yeah, and they went fine. They were like, yeah, we understand. And I felt so much better for getting the ring. Before I had got the ring, I felt, when I'm paying attention, I actually feel like I'm keeping up with the marksman hunters a little bit more. Like, it's almost always the 2 marksman hunters, and then I'm like way down at like 8.
Have you looked though at your item level versus what their item level is?
Yeah, I think we're pretty comparable at this point. We're close enough. It's just there's certain things like the marksman hunter just has some things they can do that that's the better spec. Like that's the more damage spec. Yeah. Mine is very much Beastmaster is all pet. Like all of
you
your
give up
damage
some
is pet.
for some utility.
Yeah, exactly. So some of the other utility I have and some of the ability that the pet can do more for me is what I get, but it's just one of those things like, okay, but I like it better and I'm better at it. And so it's very mastery dependent, very, very mastery dependent, because that's direct pet damage. And that's all my damage. So, but I feel like now with the ring and with the other gear I've gotten, because I did get a few upgrades the last few weeks, that I'm really starting to be competitive and staying above that 200,000 mark a little more. Obviously the artifact power, and I unlocked the final special thing. In the tree. So that's actually an active ability that does like a bunch of damage, which is cool. So that added, I think, to it. So I feel a little better when I'm in the raid that I'm pulling my weight a bit.
That you're pulling your weight.
Yeah. I wasn't like, oh my god, it sucks, I hate it, because I'm not pulling my weight. No, I don't care. And just now I feel like, hey, I'm awesome. That's how I feel now. Instead of like, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, I'm still just doing okay. It's been frustrating.
Well, I have realized that
Hydra will tell you that
spells.
you have the wrong spec.
You do have the wrong spec. I don't know anything about destruction. But
thanks, Femless, for instigating that conversation.
No, we know we're mutually understanding that I am affliction locked, and
I can't play affliction to save my life.
Yeah, and even though I just don't, I like being proactive. I don't like being reactive. So
I'm pro-reactive.
See, and to me, affliction feels like you throw it out there and you wait.
If you're waiting,
then
you're doing it wrong.
Blasting stuff.
Well, you have your fillers that it's like your quote unquote waiting time you're filling, and then and you're filling that time till you have to make sure you reapply, and that's what you're preempting, that you don't want your dots to drop off, so you want to preempt that cast before it drops off.
Right, and I have the same.
Yeah.
I have dots.
But other than the fact that I think I messaged this a couple of weeks ago, is that we figured out that I wasn't throwing UA up, my unstable affliction up, which I had no idea that it stacked since Legion. I didn't, reading your spells. Oh, well, UA's been doing the same thing for a decade. Why would it suddenly change? I don't know, because they rechanged everything. Maybe you should read. I'm like, I thought it was my UI was messed up. But also another thing that I noticed, I got really frustrated on, I think it was Xavius was the last boss, because I was like, I knew my DPS was down, and then I realized, looking up, that my
I know what you're gonna do. I knew it.
My Fimless is putting cups on his
now too.
Now you look like an elf. Not even a Warcraft elf.
It's kind of like one of those little hats that the monkeys wear with with the grinder.
I'm an organ grinder monkey. It's a fez. I got like green fez on.
There you go.
It's a small fence.
Was-
It's not a big.
was
I need a little thing to
F5
hold it on, like in the side.
Oh, that's just wrong.
But what I
I have a
was gonna
drinking
say is
problem.
that you have a drinking problem. You know, this is not very good for radio, right?
No, it's
Psych,
not. It's
psych
okay.
gags are not good for radio.
So,
I have a
Finless
green
had
cup
a
in my
green
hand that I put on
solo
my
cup,
head,
and he
yeah.
put it on his head,
And-
off to
And
the
making
side.
faces. I'm a green unicorn cup thing. Unicup.
Unicup.
Unisex.
They,
The man is a terrible thing, and it must be stopped. That's
See-
not my joke. Sorry.
So, and I'm here trying to partake on the fact that I
You are
learned
being
something
very-
in the
You learn. You should give us
I
your
learned
lesson.
that I was letting my my curse of agony drop off, and it dropped off 5 times in Xavius, and
That's
and even though I
horrible.
noticed it twice, I didn't notice like consciously. And there's there's a lot of cussing while I raid, and there's the strongest cussing always happens when I recognize that. So I've been trying to work with weak auras to
Vigorous 2.
weak auras too. Is that what it is? Anyways,
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just trying to
I like
up-
Vigorous.
figure out weak auras enough to be able to help me, like warn me before it drops off. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can find a weak auras thing to import that will do that for you.
I tried it. The one that I had tried was there was too much. Like I just want to be able, like, to if I wanted to control it specifically, and I realize if there's just too much on my screen, I will ignore all of it. You know, you get tunnel
I have
vision,
a-
and there's just too much going on.
Yes.
I
yes.
need.
I have a thing that
I'm
pops
like-
up and says I do not have a pet. It happens a lot. So I'm a really bad hunter. I die and
Yeah.
I forget to res my
And
pet
as a
or whatever.
Beastmaster hunter, it's probably really
It's
good
really-
that you have
it's
something that says
really-
you don't have a pet.
Yes, if I do not have a pet, it is a good thing for it to remind me. It's very important.
Yeah, that's
What
that
are
would
you
be-
using to remind you?
Weak
That you
auras
don't have
too.
a pet.
It's a weak aura
Oh,
thing.
okay.
So I found
It's a weak
I
auras
went
thing.
to like Icy Veins and they said go to here and you can find these weak auras or somewhere. And I went and I downloaded it and put it in and it puts up a thing. And I also have something for my Bestial Wrath that shows me that it's up and that the timing for it, like somewhere else, I can position it so I can keep track of it.
Mhm.
So there should be little small things like that. It'll
So
tell
that's
you
what I need to
it'll
look.
drop it
I need to
off.
look
Yeah.
for more.
I'm
I don't want a
using-
suite right now. I want just a couple of key things, and being that I want to be able to have on a specific target. And I wish I could like assign that target that's not a focus target, but
Yeah.
I need to. When you no, see, that's relating to your pet. See, right now what it
Yeah,
looks
I don't
like
have
is that my
anything on a
focus.
target.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's having that drop off. So it's interesting because I actually have people who will help me, which not in past. It hasn't been since before the spawn was born when I was in ICC that I actually cared about this stuff. And so
Mhm.
it's kind of funny because they'll when we went through this, they're like, "Do you understand what a global cooldown is?" and
You just said
and it-
no. Please explain it to me.
and I was like, I know,
Not dumb.
you know, the difference between a global cooldown versus an instant spell versus the cast timer, these are how your haste affect. Like these are all things, you know, we know. At least I hope
Yep.
that you guys know. If any of these terms are alien to you, you should look it up, especially global timer, and being able to identify what that is. So it was really cute. They were really cute. They were just trying to judge
Your
how
knowledge
much they
level.
needed to help me. And I'm like, all of it. No, not really all of it. Just need to figure out where the holes are and what I'm learning, and that is being like I don't actually read my spells, and so I have the druid read the spells for me. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks in that aspect. Like we said, had talked about earlier. I don't know. I think Emerald Nightmare is getting long in the tooth, but I know that
Yeah.
the next stuff is coming out soon, right?
That's what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we
Yeah.
hear.
The Nighthold, right?
I could have done without the Odin and the dog boss and the Helia. I'm okay with it. They're there.
I like
but
the dog.
You're right.
I don't
do like
mind the dog at all.
Except every single time we
Helia
go
to me
fight him,
is too
my
much.
raid group changes my color, and so I'm here chanting red, red, red.
Yeah, we don't pick a color. We pick a lane, left, middle, right, and then whatever that color is. And I guess in the last time we went, I got confused on the fight, but I didn't think I did. So I thought I was in the right place, and then someone was saying, you're the wrong place, so I went somewhere else.
No, once you get tagged, you don't ever want to change. Yeah,
no,
once you
well, no, you can't change.
Yeah, you can't. And I don't think I did, but they're like, oh, you went to the wrong one. So I started running out to the one they said I was supposed to be on, and then I died. And I think because I wasn't supposed to be on that one, I was supposed to be on the one I was on. But then it was dead, and I'm like, screw it, never mind. And then we killed it, so I didn't have to redo it.
So then you were fine.
It was fine. Yeah, it was fine. It was nice and relaxing for me. I could watch and, go get a drink or whatever. So
yeah, exactly.
You had somebody go get a drink that they then have rezzed in the middle of the fight, and now they're not taking res. We've had that.
We had that happen in like what 3 weeks ago or something like that.
In the eye.
They're like, pick him up, and they're like, he's not getting up.
Yeah. No, I get really mad when they res me. They're like, we need DPS, get Hydra up, and I'm like, no, do you understand? I got my cookies and my drink.
Yeah, I'm busy.
I'm all set, and I'm just watching you.
I'm good.
I'm good.
You guys are doing great. You guys are doing great. Just keep it up. You're great.
Keep it up.
Doing what you're doing. Yeah, you're great.
Yeah,
I'm
do
good.
what
right
you
here.
do.
This
I'll do what I'm
is
doing.
Really yummy right now, and it's
exactly.
really comfortable. I'll just stay right here.
Don't res me. Though
you
we
cancel it.
I think last week when we knocked him. Did we get last week a heroic Odin down? No, he's Odin.
Did you get a Hoedown down?
A Hoedown down. We were trying to, but at one point at the very it was like our last.
There you
run,
go. There's a title
and
for you.
It was hysterical because all of a sudden our tank says, "Gosh, Odin's hitting me really hard because his health is dropping down," and he realized he needed repairs. So I'm calling him out because Hoedown. So I had to. So I'm like, no, that's okay. Hydra got this. And then I threw down a repair bot right next to him, and I was like, it's like, I got this. You can repair in the middle of the fight. And I was like, oh yeah, that's so much better. Like, you forget, as an engineer, it's important to have those things, and it was funny. So being able to throw repair bots and that type of thing on. So one of the things that is there anything else? I mean, we've been babbling for a while now.
Yeah. For
nope,
an hour.
not really.
Yeah. The only thing that I actually put in our show notes is actually two things. First thing, I want to talk about this holiday event. Have you ever a chance to get in there and look at the holiday event?
Nope. The Feast of Winter Veil. Has it changed?
Okay. Well, usually when they have new areas, they usually change, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have a beef. I really like the snow globe. It's very cute. Okay?
It is, but it's in the way. And I don't want to be cute when I'm going to my dungeon.
I do not need a cute snow globe on my way to the Warlock Order Hall.
Exactly.
It was completely the wrong place. It's bad enough that I have to see the mages up in their towers. But then to slap down dancing snowmen and Christmas trees in front of my Order Hall entrance made me very grumpy.
Let's see.
So when you are on the way and
yes,
and the thing is I'm like, okay, well I could just run through it, right? No, it pops you off of your mount, changes you into
a gnome,
a holiday gnome. I'm already a gnome, so it doesn't change me into a gnome. I'm already a gnome. So change me into a holiday gnome.
Elf?
Yeah, holiday gnome. And then And then you're like, I'm like, no, I am on the way.
Not cool.
So that, yeah, I'm going to go do
I know.
my
So
stuff.
now I go around it.
Yes, now I have to go.
But I
around
was
it.
like, who put this thing in front of my entrance?
Yes. I was very, I was so upset about it. I wrote it in the show notes.
I see that.
It was me. I did it.
I wrote it in the show notes because I was like, we have to talk
did.
about this. I have to gripe
Were
about
you
this. 'Cause this is
just
not
jealous of your warlock compatriots here? Is that what that
was
was?
not
In
happening.
the way of my... There's no snow globe in the way of my order hall.
There was a snow globe in the way of my order hall entrance. So it did not make me
I don't
happy.
think there are.
Though I
didn't
do
actually
think that...
log into Filmless today, so I don't know.
I do think the snow globe is very cute. It just does not belong in front of my order hall.
Just trying to be festive and everything.
Yeah, but then they should have moved it like to the right, and then
Or
away
put it
from
over
the
by the other
entrance.
bank where there's like nothing.
That too. Over
Put it
by
where
the
nobody goes.
Dead Res place.
Yes.
I don't know. I would have found a different place, but I think the reason why they put it there is because isn't that where they have the Day of the Dead, do the Day of the Dead stuff too, in that same grassy area.
The grassy knoll.
I thought Day of the Dead was only out in Stormwind.
No, they had because it was put in during ICC time, so when we were at the old Dalaran.
Okay.
So I
never noticed because I didn't do it there.
Maybe it was over at in the graveyard area,
Could be.
which maybe
Makes
that makes more sense. But it's been a while since I've done that.
Excuse me.
Yep.
You're excused. So that was the only main thing that I complained of. There's a bunch of
I don't see anything new in the achievements for Wintervale.
No,
There's so
they
many
have
items.
2 new toys. One is the disposable Winter Veil suits,
Yeah.
and then the endothermic blaster. And I know the endothermic blaster is contained in the Winter Veil gift. Not sure where the disposable Winter Veil suit is. Wowhead is saying that it's likely from the Gently Shaken gift, so maybe it's not. You don't get it until the Christmas
When you pick up the gifts.
25th happens. But
What is it called?
It's called the disposable Winter Veil
Disposable
suits.
Winter Veil suit.
And it's going to be like where you could put it out during raid.
Set
and then
out
everybody
a
could
closed chest for your raider party to try on.
Yep. And it's different from the no-mount, like the hat and dress-up outfit that the tailors can make. So they actually made it a different model. So it's actually new suits.
Cool.
So I think the girl outfit is like little boy shorts with a long scoop neck with long sleeves.
Cute.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's really
I'll
cute.
have to make sure I go open my presents on Christmas Day.
Yeah, I think you have like 2 or 3. I think you have till the rest of Winter Veil is over.
Yeah.
To
I
get
gotta
their
figure out
presents
if I'll be
underneath
able
the-
to go do it
I believe so,
while
yes.
I'm gone.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of micro holidays.
The Winter Veil
How long
on
does-
January 2nd, huh? That's good.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try to log in while I'm away and get my crap then, because I won't be back.
Well, you should park your tunes under the tree during before you leave then. And then all you have to
Yeah,
do
I'll
is
do that.
log in. If you have bad latency, you can just log in and not long enough to just click on everything and put them in your box or your bags.
Yeah, I can take a look. I'll have to make sure I upgrade the version on my laptop external hard drive before I leave also, just in case.
That's a good idea.
Because that could take a while.
See? Look at it. Podcasting gets you prepared for vacation.
Yeah, I only have a few more days.
So they announced that these micro holidays at BlizzCon, and I was looking through them, and they were not kidding. Where we would have like the Day of the Dead, was one day, or Pirates Day, one day. And those have been kind of staples for the last handful of years. They've added more of those type of things, and they look like, some of them look like weekends. Like the first one in January, which is Call of the Scarab, which is January 21st to the 23rd, which is to celebrate the opening of Encourage, the portal and stuff, that whole thing. And so it's 3 days, or maybe that's 72 hours. I don't know. We'd have to look at the calendar. But that, it's a 2-day event. And then they have a tavern crawl on January 31st, and that's just a 1 day. And things like that. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how much of these are going to be part of the achievements, though.
Ooh,
and
the
it
Cap
seems...
Festival.
I know.
You have to go out
back
to the purple mushroom place and...
Yep.
Oh.
Purple mushroom glow caps. I remember farming those glow caps.
God.
Remember how you get all your
Yes.
rep?
Yes, I do remember farming glow caps.
Glow caps, glow caps.
All of your... So, looking through them, I was like the glow caps. Like, oh, I remember going to Zanger Marsh and having to farm those, turn them in for quests. It's like, yeah, I never really wanted to go do that again. But so now we have a little holiday. So I don't know if these are going to be how much these are going to be tied to a achievement.
Yeah.
But I've always liked
But
holiday
might be an achievement to do all the mini things. My birthday was going to be Ungoro Madness.
Ungoro Madness. Yes. August 10th through the 12th.
Oh my goodness, there's the Twilight Cultist thing that they're...
Yeah.
For the Encourage.
But then they have like really nice ones that are like the Spring Balloon Festival, which I think is fantastic because that's a big thing in our
Hatching
areas.
of the Hippogriffs.
And the 1,000 Boat Bash out in 1,000 Needles. That'll be fun.
Yes.
So,
Yes, that'll be cool.
Some of the quick pictures. Right now, all this is on the PTR. What they've been doing, my understanding, is cycling through daily. So even though these are daily ones, they've been, each day has been a new one of these type of things, so that they can test them out on the PTR. I don't know if they're still doing that though.
Yep. Yeah.
But these should be out in the 1.5.
Yes, the mini patch or the mid patch.
Yes, 715.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully, Wowhead and other sites will have updated information on this that I'll make sure I get linked on it, because I always get grumpy when I miss pets or
Yes, you do.
the toys. So I'll keep tabs of. That's why I was looking at what they added for Wintervale, and they added these 2 toys. So make sure if you don't have all the rest of this, it's 2 toys. Don't forget that there is the mount, but they added that last year, and then they also added the Grumpus, and then they also added the pet also, and last year.
And
So
where do you get those?
Those were out in Draenor. I don't know if that's still. I think that they still have to do it. There was a daily quest that you had to go out there and do, and then there was piles of snow that you had to click on, and there was a chance of the pet coming out of the snow.
Oh, cute!
You looting from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I had gotten 2 or 3 of them last year, and I'm trying to remember. Each time I probably clicked on about 40 of the. I just sat in between a triangle of 3 of them, and just kept going, and when they res, and I would just kill whatever was in the way, and then kept going through those 3, and was able to get pets for myself and my husband, and to sell.
Cool.
So that wasn't too much of a drop rate. At least I didn't feel like it was that bad of a drop rate. And then there was the.
And did those start in the regular Wintervale, like in Ironforge? Did you have to go and pick them up?
No, I think it was a quest out of the garrison, but they should have changed that.
Okay. Okay. Yes, they did have the smoky Smoky something pastures
There's it was a daily that you had to go out.
that were.
Go do that. So
Yes, I remember that.
don't forget
now.
that.
I wonder
And
if I can go back and see if
I'm
it's
sure
still
you
there.
can. I'm sure you can. I didn't see it get taken away, though. Let me see.
Because for some reason I didn't do much of anything. I was very, very. I took 1 year consistently on Zab and went and did all of the achievements to get the title and the mount and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then I went, I don't ever have to do them again. So it's hard to go back and check now.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
I think that's it.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's the holidays. I'm trying to double check on this.
Yeah.
It is the holidays.
Oh, I forgot about that. So,
what?
People who remember that there's a miniature Wintervale tree as a dagger.
Yes, so I remember that.
Transmog people out there that they might be interested in that. It's in a stolen present from that's the quest I think that you get from.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that. So that's been at least a couple of years, I guess. That's been out.
Yeah, you could get a miniature. You could get the. It's from the Grinch. You're a mean one.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to complete that quest.
Yeah,
There's a
I think I have it
the
somewhere.
Miniature Winterground tree and bunch of other contains. Let's see. A scroll of storytelling. And then all the pets like the Rotten Helper and the Clockwork Rocket Ball, Crash and Thrash and Flyer Controller, possible lump of coal. It looks like all of the toys. You could possibly get the football and the pigskin and the Red Ryder rifle in it. But one of the purple items that you can get is the miniature Wintervale tree dagger, which is quite fantastic. Which would, though, you could buy the toy train set. Some of these stuff you can actually buy it just at the vendor, so that'd be disappointing if you got that. But
yeah, all of these are available. Slots available in the toy box. They're already in there.
Nice.
Cool.
The disposable winter suits and the endothermic blaster.
Yep. So there's a lot of stuff this next year for holidays if you're interested in that.
Cool.
Holiday junkies.
Awesome.
Yep. Holiday junkies.
Thank you.
Okay. Should we wrap it up?
I feel like there was one thing I was going to do a whole entire spiel about what Hydra looks like when she drops her dots off of a boss, but then I was going to self bleep myself, but then I decided that was not very holiday.
I broke in the fourth wall and explained that you're not going to do the thing that you're going to do, and this is what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it now.
So I'm telling you, you asked, and I was going to do the thing, and then I decided not to do the thing, and then I had to explain the thing because I knew if I said that I wasn't going to do the thing, people are going to go, well, what was the thing that Hydra was going to do? I want to know. And so
then you can.
Yeah. No, you have to raid with me to be able to know what the thing is. And then what you have to do is actually do Mythic Pluses, because we've been doing Mythic Plus 7s. And, and since we don't use push-to-talk when we do those, we use, like what we do now with voice chat. Yeah, voice activation. So you get to hear all of my cussing when... So you need to join Sleepless on Farstriders or Silver Moon or Thorium Brotherhood. I think that those are our 3 servers. There might be a 4th one.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Whatever.
But yeah, and then apply and get in. And then since I'm not even an officer, I can't even put in a good word for you. Actually, I
That word may be
can.
bad.
I was going to say, it sounds like you've been with this
No, I can.
guild
I
for a
have,
while. I
I
think I
have,
could
I have
count on you
founder.
to put in a
I
word.
have founder. So I have all this. As I say, I have all the street cred without any of the responsibility.
You have all
There
the
you go.
perks, but no responsibility. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, I would like to say happy holidays to you
Happy holidays,
guys.
thank you.
Well,
I
thank
hope you have a great Christmas, Hanukkah mess.
Hanukkah miss.
Kwanzaa miss.
Yes. Kwanzaa
miss.
Monica
If
miss?
it-
No.
If it
Kwanzaa Monica?
Um,
Harmonica? I don't celebrate harmonica. I'm sorry.
Don't.
harmonicas. Yeah.
And
I-
to all of our listeners, I hope they have a wonderful holiday season, and we will be back in the first couple
The new
weeks of
year.
January.
Yeah, and any of you
We don't
who
have a
are
date
doing-
yet, but in the first couple weeks of January.
Yeah, and then any of you who are making tamales this year, message me and I will send you my address to send me some holiday tamales.
Holly
Holly mollies.
Usually, yeah, most
Holly
of the families
mollies.
around here will make tamales.
Oh, now
but
we have a question. Do we need Holly Mollies or Odin Hoedown?
Odin
Oh.
Hoedown.
Holly mollies is Holly tamales?
Holly
No.
tamales? No, I need tamales. I need some fresh tamales. My source is no longer here. So
Yeah. You can't make
we
your
were
own
talking.
tamales?
I'm making chili.
No, it has to be the old family recipe.
I'm making tracks. No, I don't know.
So that would make me
I'm
happy.
And I may attempt peppermint bark tomorrow.
Ooh. Well, thank you for the well wishes and happy holidays to everybody, to you guys. and
Stay
everybody
warm,
else. And,
except for you guys in Florida.
Yeah.
Since we won't talk to you before the new year, have a happy new year, everybody.
Yes.
And hopefully, if this year was a bad year for you, next year will be better. And if this was a good year
It will
for you,
be.
next
I
year
promise
will be
it.
better.
It has to be.
I was waiting for you to say it. If it was a good year for you,
I hope
next
it's
year's
worse.
gonna
No.
suck.
It'll only go down from here.
It'll only
Sorry.
down for here.
That was the warlock side of the podcast that said that.
I'm optimistic.
It's all downhill from here.
It is. There's not. No, I
Yeah.
could guarantee the bad thing that's going to happen this next year. There is not going to be a Warcraft expansion.
That might be that.
There's
is
no
almost
Warcraft
pretty
expansion. So
positively
in
definite.
that
Definite.
aspect, next year 2017 will be a worser year.
Always
Over-
remember that if you have a really bad New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve day, night, whatever, that means that that you want it to be the worst possible it can be if it's going to be bad, because you can only
You know that
go
means
up.
you're dead, right?
You've already, well, not that bad. You can only
Okay.
get better, right? That you can only be a better. You just start bad, because then it can just get
Start
better.
bad?
You can't
So-
go the other. Because if it's great, how are you going?
Then you're just going to be
You're
disappointed
just
for the rest of the
rest
year.
of the year is going to be disappointed, right?
Just
You're
gone.
gonna be like,
just down the
get-
toilet.
Yeah, just get trashed, throw up, and just go, my New Year sucks because I'm so hungover. That's why I think people drink, because then the first is just bad, and then it's uphill, right? It's from there. You can only go the right direction. So,
Oh my
tip
God.
from TNB. I've turned
No,
into
no.
a
Get
Nazi.
thrashed for New Year's.
Get trashed. for
I
New
already
Year's.
know that my next year is going to be start off worse, because normally we have a Hanukkah dinner. I mean, we have Christmas dinner, but then we have
goes
Hanukkah
into
dinner,
New Year's
and then
now.
New Year's. But because it goes into New Year's, and because of where it lands with Christmas, we aren't going to have our Hanukkah dinner until New Year's, and so now I don't get a New
You
Year's
can
dinner
have
and a Hanukkah
latkes.
dinner, and so I
You can
got
have
half the
latke New
dinners
Year.
already. I've reduced 1/3 of my
Oh.
dinners already,
Well, there you
and
go.
I
You
am
can
not
only go up.
happy.
Next year you'll have 3 dinners, so it'll be better.
I will have to. I guess
Yeah.
so, but I was very
Well, see,
frustrated
next
with
year
that.
you need to figure out how you can get 4.
Yeah, you need an extra one. Like have an extra dinner.
So you go
Just
up.
eat dinner twice.
Well-
You'll be fine.
Then you make up for the one that you
Cut-
lost this
cut your
year by
latkes
having
in
4
half.
next year.
And
cut my latkes in half. No. I go,
Or
no,
tamales.
because there's the meal menu for Hanukkah, and then there's the meal menu for New Year's, and the two are now meshing, and it's not making me happy because I want all of it.
Well, make all of it, and then you just eat.
We'll have
the-
I
the
know, but then
Hanukkah meal New Year's Eve and the New Year's
That's what
meal
we're kinda
New Year's
doing.
Day.
I know, but
There you go. But you're going to be cooking a
I
lot. And you're
know.
going to be eating
That's
a lot.
of cooking. It's a lot of cooking. It's a lot of eating.
The problem has been solved.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
cooking and a lot of eating. And I have to
Yes,
make
first
sure that
world
I
problems.
keep
Yes.
training for this 10K so I don't hurt myself.
It's a good idea.
Because that's my goal. My goal is to not be picked up by the go-kart at the end of the race, telling everybody that you're being slow, keep going, and
My goal
to
would not to be
not
beat
hurt
Dave.
myself to the point where I have enough stamina to be able to finish it on my own
New
two
Year's
feet.
Those are good
resolution
goals.
Is to not get tased.
Not get tased.
Yeah, I don't know why I would, but that's my goal. That's
It's
my
probably,
resolution.
I don't know.
I
Phyllis,
figured
you have
I
a
could-
tendency
I
to
could
say things sometimes
probably-
that
I
I'm
could
surprised that you
probably-
haven't gotten tased.
Yeah, maybe, but I think that it's a reachable goal. Like you should.
It
That
set
is a reachable
I think
goal.
that's a very
resolutions
realistic goal.
that you
Yes.
can meet, right? So it's
Yes.
a good year. I will meet. I hope I will meet my goal.
Well,
of
I
not
will.
getting tased in 2017.
Okay, well, I'm going to make
Keep
a
my streak
podcast goal.
going. Keep my streak
And my
going
podcast,
of
my podcast
getting
goal
tased.
is to try not to have Finless have to bleep me in 2017.
Whoa. And we're going to
Yeah.
do so many more shows in 2017.
I don't
than we
remember
did in
you having to be
2016.
bleeped all that often. Am I missing
It's-
something? Do you have to get
it's-
bleeped a lot?
Happened a couple times.
It's probably the last 2 times he's had to bleep somebody. It's been me.
She's had to be
Oh.
bleeped more times on this show than anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is
But then I've
not
been on the show
very
for more
much.
times than anybody
It's not
else.
surprising. She's been on the show more than everybody but me. So
Right.
it's not surprising at all.
Yeah, but
So,
Okay.
Yes, we should get going. My resolution is we're going to wrap up right now. Here we go. You can visit the home of
Yay.
TNB at twistednether.net and follow us on Twitter at twistednether, both this year and next. Hydra is Hydrawr, HYDRAWR. Zabina is Zabilox, and I am Thimless, FIMLYS. This website, the website contains links to all the Twisted Nether goodness you could hope for, and then some. We are a proud member of D20 Catalyst, part of the D20 Crit Network. Check out the great content over at d20crit.com. You can contact the show via email at info@twistednether.net and voicemail at 407-705-3161. That's 407-705-3161. Send us questions, answers, suggestions, comments, funny moments, trips, tricks, traps. What do you
Troglodytes.
want, Hydra? No. What does Hydra want? What does Hydra
my
want?
tooth front teeth.
Oh,
No.
tamales.
Tamales! We record live on
Send
Friday
us your
nights.
tamales.
Tamales. Call the voicemail and send us
voicemail.
tamales on the voicemail.
Send
do
some
that.
tamales on the voicemail.
Just
Yes.
eat a tamale while you're on the voicemail, and we'll play
Oh,
it. on
I'd be
this.
so sad. I would share with me.
Real will do that. Don't worry. We record all live on Friday nights, except tonight is Saturday night, starting at around 8:30 Pacific or so. You can join us in our chat room on Twitch by going to twitch.tv/twistednetherblogcast or at twistednether.net/live, or you can also join our Discord channel, because we are on there. That's actually where we do our audio piece, so we're kind of in there anyway. So you join our Discord.
need
It's
space,
on the website in the
come-
bottom right corner.
come-
hang out.
Yeah.
And you can use our voice
You need to,
stuff if you want to.
yeah,
You're always welcome.
it's there. It's always there.
It's always there. We do not shut it down.
And thank you, Wookie, for coming
Yeah,
and
thank
sitting
you,
in
Wookie,
the
for
chat
hanging out
room
with
with
us.
us.
Thank you for being our guest today in the chat room. Our chat room guest. It was an off day. If possible, please leave us comments on iTunes and Stitcher. It's a great way to help us out. We'd love to have you join us in our live chat too. Remember, we do have the video, so you actually have something to look at. which is kind of cool, I guess. You're missing Hydra and Zabby in their festive attire.
Festive hats.
I was wearing my festive attire. You missed that.
Solo cup.
My green solo
A solo
cup.
cup is always festive attire.
I'm like a Christmas elf. I'm the Hanukkah elf. That's it. It's me, the Hanukkah elf. Hello, Feminist the Hanukkah elf. I am a night elf. 8 nights. So thank you guys for a great year. Definitely meant it when we said we are going to record a lot more this coming year than we had in 2016. I think we have lived up to our kind of mid-year or somewhat late-year resolution of getting back on a schedule every other week-ish and really bringing you quality programming, something like that. I don't know. I couldn't keep a straight face when I said that. But we do appreciate every one of you listeners, and have a great new year, and we will see you next year. Thanks for listening. And
thank you.
5.
5.
This is Michelle Morrow, and I'm listening to the Twisted Nether blogcast, and so should you.
Hi, my name is Kitty. I'm listening to Hydra, Funless, and Zabina, and well, at Costco still. So have a great time, everyone. Bye.
Thank you for visiting the Twisted Nether. Please watch our step.
Okay. You guys didn't talk?
I know!
We talk over it.
We were good. Yay. Go us.
Even when she said titty.
She did not.
She did not. I agree. There's no titty going on.
No, it's not. It's very close. This is just the way she says Kate.
It's very cute, actually.
It is very cute. That's why I played it, because it's cute. You should have her do like a happy holidays from the Nether blogcast to you, and then I'll add it at the end. Thank you, Wookie. Good night. Oh, okay. That was fun.
Yeah.
An hour and 22 minutes of us yapping away.
That's good.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
It felt really relaxing.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole idea. That's the whole thing about the every other week, is because the interview's kind of like more, we gotta, and then the other one is just us yapping away and doing whatever.
So I have someone, I can invite Cuddles. He's very interested.
Okay.
Sure.
If you